It's a Sunday, so there's not very many cars out here, but I'm here in the office. So just giving a quick tour through here. Now I am on the far edge of the office. Many of the office, or many of the meeting spaces in here are named after Atlanta neighborhoods. So there's Avondale. There's another meeting hall over there. Just pointing it out since I'm here. This is also in this corner. Yeah, that's where the male's restroom is. I think the lights are automatic, so they're turned off right now, but if I went walking in there, then they turn back on. This is not really a meeting space, but sometimes they will close it down for larger meetings. I used to hate that because whenever this space was closed down, then that also meant that the male's restroom wasn't accessible. But that kind of doesn't matter, and you'll see why in a second. So there's some of the office artwork. Yet another one of the meeting spaces. This is a smaller one. I guess this is for teleconferences. Yep. And generally speaking, this is one of the work areas. Some more meeting spaces here. They call these phone booths, but if you need to make a phone call, those two rooms are available. Although the thing I'd warn you about, even if you have the door closed, sound does leak out of there pretty well. So you might not be getting the level of privacy that you would expect. So there's Linux, Midtown, some artwork. There's some other artwork over here. There's the beer taps, another office space. And I was just warming some tea. Unfortunately, the coffee machine is out of order. Ah, dang. Might have made a mess that I have to clean up now. Okay, so I've made my tea, I've cleaned my mess. Normally there is a coffee maker here that can also do hot cocoa and some other things. Two microwaves. I don't usually see microwaves that have drawers on them, so these two are the first of that type that I've ever seen. So we've got a large refrigerator here. There's no freezer on this unit. I guess other people have left their lunch in there, but so we have a large refrigerator. If you wanted a freezer, there's some in the other buildings. I won't be going in there during this visit. Let's see, I think we have a couple of other oh no, they're gone. Okay, so there used to be a couple of phone booths that were over here. You can kind of see the power outlets that were going to them. But I will say that those phone booths had been even worse as far as containing sound is concerned. So that's the meeting room, Sandy Springs. Get my tea back up. This cup is very hot. Usually they have information showing on that display, but it's a Sunday, so I guess that's why it's turned off. We are in the other work areas. There's some other meeting rooms, phone booth. Now that artwork that's there, they were actually putting that up just as we were closing down for the pandemic back in 2020. So during the time I've been working here before, I think there had been elements of it that they had started to put up there, but it was not complete. Oh, women's restroom is down there. More artwork. And let's see, where did I used to sit? Okay, I see where it is. Yep, okay, I remember now. I used to sit at this desk. That wasn't the display I used, but that's the desk that I sat in. For other work though, we have this workspace back here. I'm actually in here today trying to figure something out. It looks like they actually changed the networking here, so I can't get a computer I usually work on online. But otherwise, this space is pretty much available for us to do some work in and for us to configure for some other things like this kiosk. There were some displays that were there that were simulating something in the client environment. We had a large display that had been in here. It has fallen flat on its face. That thing is incredibly heavy. We've just left it there because if we pick it up, we don't have any place to put it. You can see that the bolts just got ripped out of the wall. I'll step back out of here for a second. This is what they call it, the library. I guess it's a sit and read room. Let me see. Okay, so we do have books in here now. And the lights don't turn on. Okay, here they are. So yes, this is the library. We've got some books in here. More times than not, though, I just see someone come in here and use this as another space to make calls, because not a lot of people actually come back here. So this is one of the better places for making calls. And then you see there's a few more phone booths, and that's the entrance I come in. Now, I do have a locker because every day when you leave, you're supposed to make sure that you have your desk cleared off. So that's my locker. I went ahead and put something colorful there just so that it's easier for me to pick out. I think most everyone else, you can see, just has something in a plain font printed on it. But yes, it's not locked right now. Oh, I forgot this is even in here. Has it expired? Ooh, that expired back in February. I have cups in here because we haven't always had cups. It used to be the case that you had to bring your own cup, and if you forgot a cup that day, well, you just had no way of getting anything to drink. But that's changed. We get cups now. Anyone that's been in the spaces that I used to work in before will recognize this furniture. This used to be the furniture that was used by Emerging Experiences in another space that we had. So it's just kind of been absorbed into the general collection of office furniture now. Among that furniture was this log, and I guess that's epoxy that's filling in the spaces. But yeah, so that's the office. But now I'm going to get to figuring out what has changed on the network in the hopes that I can get this computer back online.